Hi, I'm Caroline Chang, and I have some great news to share with the Truth and Freedom Movement followers. I woke up this morning to some really good news. Please forgive the video quality. For some reason, whenever I record at night, the video is fuzzy. I don't know why. The only difference is night and day. Do it in the day, no fuzz. At night, it's fuzz. But I have great news I want to share. So I am recording. Um, Actually, I woke up this morning to some good news that I received from a Facebook friend. Now, I am in Facebook jail, meaning I shared some truth on Facebook a week ago. They said that went against community guidelines, truth, facts that can easily be verified. Matter of fact, what it was the video of testimony given by a Pfizer executive to the European Parliament last week. And also, my glasses seem crooked. Anyway, also, it was also, I was reporting in that video the results of a hearing or a case, a court case in Utah that David Martin was involved with. It was a doctor who was literally suing the Biden administration because this particular doctor cannot practice medicine in saving children's lives because he refuses to get the jab. So that court was in Utah. There were high hopes for that court case, but the judge, even though in the judge's ruling, he states that it is a medical treatment, he still ruled against the plaintiff in that case. So I shared that on Facebook, and every word I said in my post and in the video is 100% absolutely truth. But I was thrown into Facebook jail for a week. I think I can't post on my personal Facebook or comment for a week, but I think I might not be able to engage and share in my Facebook groups for a month, because that's what they did last time. They put me on punishment for a week, but I couldn't share to my groups for a month. Oh, well, I'm still in Facebook jail. Censorship, we know big tech, Facebook, YouTube, all of big tech is censoring truth, absolute truth. And that's all I share with you is absolute truth, truth that you can verify, truth that you can go do your homework on. Now, today, the great news I found out here 2 days later. Here it is, Wednesday. I'm recording this. Monday, this past Monday, October 24th, the New York State Supreme Court ruled that the city workers, New York City workers that were fired because of not complying with the jab mandate was unlawful, was basically, I can read, I printed it out. Okay. A New York State Supreme Court judge on Monday ruled a group of public New York City employees who were fired after failing to comply with the city's V requirement should be reinstated in their positions and receive back pay. The judge name is Ralph J. Parzio. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but he said the V mandate for city employees was not just about safety and public health. It was about compliance. He also said the New York City Supreme Court judge stated that the court found on Monday that being VE'd does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting the illness. So I am censoring myself by saying V. and saying the illness. We know what I'm talking about. But I did put together, actually, I I was sent an article from Fox News. It was a very short article, so I went and did more research, and I couldn't find any news, especially mainstream news like CNN, MSNBC. I couldn't find mainstream news reports on this ruling, New York Supreme Court ruling. But I put together a video, and I want to share that with you. So let me share my screen. Okay. Let me share the sound on my screen and say share. Okay, here's the video that I put together.
Mariel, in a ruling issued on Monday, Judge Ralph Purzio said the vaccine mandate in the city of New York had violated the state's separation of powers doctrine and has ordered for fired workers to be reinstated and receive back pay. The orders comes after 16 employees of the New York City Department of Sanitation were fired back in February for the failure to follow the vaccine mandate. Republican gubernatorial candidate Lee Zeldin said the ruling is 100% just and that nobody should leave their job over a personal decision of getting COVID vaccinated. According to Judge Purzio, vaccination rates in New York had nearly reached 80%, and those who come to work at great risk to themselves and their families should not be penalized. More than 1,000 city workers, including hundreds of police officers, firefighters, and education department employees who lost their jobs due to the mandate will be covered by this order.
Folks,
Back to
New York City has been ordered by the state Supreme Court to reinstate all of those fired over COVID vaccine mandates. By the way, what did the New York State Supreme Court find? I'm going to read the line because we all need to hear this. And there's a fancy word, a fancy legal term that I want everyone to get used to. It's called precedent. Okay, it's called precedent. A state Supreme Court of a liberal state, one of the bluest of the blue states, New York State Supreme Court just found this. Being vaccinated does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting COVID-19. They found that the state violated rights of the citizens, acted arbitrary and capricious. And I'm going to read that line again. This is directly from the ruling. New York State Supreme Court, being vaccinated for COVID-19 does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting it. Listen to this. And they even pointed out, they said the vaccination could be encouraged, but public employees should not have been terminated for their non-compliance. Uh-oh. This is a massive precedent. This is something every state attorney general that actually cares about the rights of their people right now should be filing lawsuits against the Biden regime when it comes to the military members that are being kicked out, when it comes to the airline pilots that are being kicked out, special forces being kicked out, any federal worker, period, who's facing termination or separation because of this. Guess what? You just got your precedent right there to say a state Supreme Court has ruled this, has found.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the New York Supreme Court ordering that New York City reinstate their unvaccinated employees who had been fired as a result of not getting the shot. Now, this is tremendous. And before I get into the details, I said this right here on this channel. People were asking me, hey, you know, I'm getting fired by New York City, or they're trying to let me go. Should I quit? Should I get fired? What should I do? I was like, look, go ahead and get fired. If they fire you because you're unvaccinated, you have a lawsuit and you'll be able to win soon. I have faith that you'll be able to win, and here we are. There was all type of court action going on for a very long time, and shout out to everybody that's out there in New York City, all the municipal workers who were fired because they were not vaccinated. You have been vindicated. You were right all along to not get the shot, to stick to your guns. Not only will you get your job back, but you'll get back pay. If you want to get the vax for your own protection or for whatever reason you want, then go ahead and get it. But if you don't want to get it, then you shouldn't be forced to get the vaccine. And the New York Supreme Court agrees with me. Now, let's get into the article. And of course, this article will be in the description box. Not only do I have an article, I have some paperwork in the actual article as far as the ruling is concerned. And we'll go through that a little bit here. But that's the governor right there, Kathy Hochul. That is a very unfortunate picture of her. Shout out to the governor, though. Anyway, you see the headline: Court orders New York City to reinstate unvaccinated employees, give back pay. That's the key right there, because it's one thing to get my job back, but so the New York Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that the New York City cannot fire employees for not getting vaccinated against the virus, dealing a blow to Democratic Mayor Eric Adams' pandemic policy. And let's pause right there for a minute, because just the other day I reported that they were loosening the restrictions on private workers. So there was a mandate, if you know, even if you are a private worker, you had your own business or you work for a business that's not New York City government, there was a vax mandate for you, but that got lifted. And before that, there was a vaccine mandate for athletes and entertainers that got lifted. So it was just one by one by one. And the last one to stand was New York City municipal workers. And I already knew there was going to be court action going on with that because of their bad pay and everything else. So I figured they'd be the next domino to drop. And here we are today talking about that exact same thing that I was, I guess you would say, speculating on. But anyway, the court ordered the city to reinstate all fired employees and grant them back pay, citing the fact that being vaccinated against COVID-19 does not stop an individual from catching or spreading the virus. And thus being vaccinated does not grant enough community-wide benefit to warrant a mandate. Now,
big, huge news right here, ladies and gents. New York Supreme Court reinstates all employees fired for being unvaccinated, orders back pay. I'm sorry. That, ladies and gentlemen, deserves major hand clap. Kudos to the fudos of the Brudos. It absolutely 100% deserves kudos on that. I do not care what anybody say. Kudos to the judge for this. So I'm getting ready to get into this story. I know some people are not going to like it. They're going to be a little irritated by it, but it does not matter. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get on into this. All right. So check this out. It says right here, New York Supreme Court reinstates all employees fired for being unvaccinated and orders back pay. State Supreme Court found that being vaccinated does not stop the spread of COVID-19. You guys already know. You already know, don't y'all? State Supreme Court found that being vaccinated does not stop the spread of COVID-19. Now, I wonder if I'm going to get hit with like a medical misinformation hit or something like this because of what I just got done saying. Huh? Who's been saying this for, yo, I'm going to do it again. I do not care. I'm going to do it again. Who? I said.
Yes, bravo for all of those YouTubers. I'm going to stop sharing right now. Yes, like he said, why should he feel worried about sharing the truth? This is news. This is news. Supreme Court, New York Supreme Court ruling is news. So I'm just like him. I'm going to share this. Hopefully I don't get hit with misinformation for sharing truthful news, like I'm in jail on Facebook for sharing truthful news. I'm not going to stop. So many of us are not going to stop sharing the truth. And YouTube just better get used to it. We're going to be sharing the truth. So I just had to share this. Now, I did find out a few hours ago, the mayor of New York City, Adams, I think it's Eric Adams. I've heard a lot about this guy. Anyway, thank God I don't live in New York. I'm close to New York, but I don't live in New York. But he is appealing this ruling. Again, this is the highest court in the land in New York State. I don't think he has a leg to stand on. I'm sure, you know, people can appeal any ruling, but I don't believe he has a leg to stand on. I think the workers, the policemen, the firemen, the teachers, the sanitation workers, I think the workers of New York have a victory here. They will be given their job back, and they will get back pay for every penny that they should have been paid. Awesome, awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Also, there was also thing that I wanted to share about how I'm going to be doing more of these, coming to you more regularly with these videos and making them YouTube friendly, but sharing the truth. I wanted to say that I definitely love the fact that we are winning. And I have said all along, the light has already won. I've been saying that from day one. I've shared the truth with you guys in a high frequency of love and light. There are a lot of truthers out there sharing doom and gloom, basically. And you'll never get that from me. I am going to only share the truth and love and light. I'm going to share the good news, like this story here about New York City ruling for us, for freedom, for truth, for the Constitution. I will always be sharing as much truth as I find, and always in a vibration of love, light, and that we've already won. It's not even a point of, are we winning? We have already won. The truth has already left the building. The truth is out there. And I even heard of a celebrity who, after the admission from the Pfizer executive to the European Parliament a week ago, got on his social media. I forget the name of the celebrity, but he got on his social media apologizing for pushing these shots onto his followers. Once he found out the truth, and I'm really hoping to see more and more of that. I'm really hoping to see more and more politicians, celebrities, well-known people, influencers. I'm really looking to see, now that the truth is seeping out into the public realm. Now, this news article should have been front page news in every city and state in the United States. It should have been, but mainstream news is trying to bury this story, trying to bury it. But we won't let it be buried. The truth is out there. And all of us that have been standing for truth and freedom from day one, we're not going to let this is not going to be swept under the rug. We want people to stand for truth and freedom always. And it's so wonderful that this, like I said, I'm partying. I wish I had some wine to sip and toast to the New York workers for their victory, because this is a big victory. Everybody should know about this victory. I know those that just only watch mainstream news may not hear of this. So people like myself and others will keep spreading the word far and wide that we have already won. Truth and freedom has already won. The light has already won. And I really wanted to just come and make this video and share it with you tonight, even though when I prefer to make recordings during the day, just because, I don't know, I guess it has something to do with the lighting, night lighting, where I look all fuzzy wuzzy, but that's okay. I'm just playing. I'm really, really excited, really, really happy. Please like and share this video far and wide. I'm making this video for YouTube. I'll also put it on my BitChute and my Rumble channels as well. So it's time to celebrate, guys, especially in New York. It's time to celebrate. Love you all. Peace and love. Stay strong. Stand by truth. stand by freedom because we got this. Love you all. Bye for now. Bye-bye.